Hello and welcome everybody to today's video, which is going to be focused on resume writing or updating. We are going to create or update a chronological resume. The chronological resume template is probably the most widely used template. It chronicles your work history from the most recent to the least recent and has about 7 to 10 years of relevant work history on it. All right, so let's get started. Right up top at the information section, go ahead and put your name. Right under, you want to put the contact number you'd like to be reached at for an interview, followed by an email address. That email address should be professional, and the best way to ensure that you have a professional email address is to create an email address that is a variation of your name. All right, right under that, what has replaced your physical home address is professional social media page link. Now, if you do not have one, that's okay. You can put the city and state that you live in. If you do have a professional social media page, I highly recommend adding it to your resume. All right, so I'm going to switch gears here. And this is my social media page. I'm going to copy this URL. And then I'm going to switch back to the Word document and paste it in. All right. Now you can see that both the professional summary and relevant skills sections are completed already, and that is because those are really specialized areas, so they will look different for different people depending on the type of jobs that you've held and the different industries you've worked in. Okay, the professional summary should be comprised of 1 to 3 succinct sentences that sum up your professional narrative. For the relevant skills, you really do want to tailor these bullet points to the specific job you are applying for. So now, if you're thinking I'm a person that has, experience in different industries and holding different job titles, do I need to change these bullet points for a different position I'm applying for? That is a great question, and the answer is yes, you might. If again those job titles are totally different and in different industries, then yeah, I would highly recommend tailoring this skills section to the specific job you're applying for. Okay, and so those bullet points are gonna look different for different job titles. All right, so professional experience section is primarily where we're gonna spend the bulk of our time today. So I'm going to show you how to complete an entire section with the bullet points, and then you will just repeat that for each job you've held, okay? So let's start with the job title. All right, I'm going to, of course, use myself as an example, and I am an employment coordinator. All right, I'm going to quickly realign the template here. For the time, you want to do the month and year that you started. If you're currently working in that position as I am, you're going to put current. All right, so I started October 2019 and I'm still here. So I'm going to put present. If you no longer work at this particular organization, you want to put the month and year that your time ended there. Okay? Right under, you're going to put the name of the company, the city and state that the company is located in. All right. I'm going to put Volunteers of America of Illinois, which is located in Chicago, Illinois. All right. For the bullet points, we are going to go back to the internet. We're going to go to jobhero.com/resume/examples. And you can search, I'm just going to go back a little bit to show you. You can search by job title. All right. So I'm going to put employment. And they've got employment specialist, consultant, counselor, advisor. They'll have many options for you. I'm going to select employment counselor. All right, and so once you type the job title in, go ahead and scroll down, and quite simply, you are going to read the different options and select those bullet points that either closely match as close as possible, or maybe are an exact example of some of the job duties you performed. Okay, so for instance, this very first one is an exact match for one of the duties that I perform. So I'm going to copy it. We're going to switch back to the Word document, and we're going to paste it in. All right. Very easy. All right, and you're just going to continue to do that for every bullet point until you are done. Okay, here's a good example. This particular bullet point here, a good example of a bullet point that has most of the information is relevant for what I do. So I am going to highlight everything that is relevant. And then I'm going to paste it in. So I'm going to switch back to the Word document again. I am going to paste it in. And then I'm going to make a little bit of a change. Okay. All right, again, go back to the internet and highlight another bullet point that is relevant. Switch back to your Word document, paste it in. Again, I'm going to make a bit of a change because I don't work for the State Department of Human Services. So I'm going to replace that with the name of the company that I work for. All right, just some tips and tricks for you to show you how to tailor the information that you find so that it really represents the job duties that you performed when you were in that position. All right, and so for the last one, I'm going to go ahead and select this one. Again, copy, switch back to the Word document, and paste it in. All right, and so we have completed the first block of information for the first organization that we work for. Again, this is going to be a chronological resume, so it should be in chronological date order with the most recent to the least recent. So the next area should be the last place you worked before this place here for the block of information we just completed. Whatever that is for you, the one under it should be the place you worked at before this place. All right? And so again, you're going to do the same thing, going back to the resource that we're using through Job Hero. You're going to search by the job title, and then you're going to go through the options for bullet points and select the ones that closely match or exactly match what you did when you were in that particular job title. And so you're going to do that until you complete all of the 7 to 10 years of work history for yourself. Okay? Now, the next block we're going to go over is the military experience, and I highly recommend creating this area very similarly to the way that we do the work experience, where you are going to name the long version of whatever your MOS or job code was. All right. You're going to put the time that you served in that particular MOS or job code. All right. Right under there is where you want to list the organization. All right. So if you were Army, if you were Air Force, Marine, Navy, go ahead and put that down. You can put multiple locations as I have here. All right. And then a couple of bullet points to explain what you did in that particular MOS or job code. All right. And so if you held multiple MOSs or multiple job codes, as I did, you can list another one. And again, you want to make sure, especially if it is relevant to the type of work that you're doing now. So this is, again, a great way to highlight your veteran status and to give that employer or the person that you're interviewing with or the person that is going to be looking at your resume a really good idea as to the skills that you acquired while you were in the military and how they can be useful and transferable to the position you are applying for. All right, under education and specialized training, you want to begin with your earned degrees, and you want to go from the most advanced to the least advanced. All right, you're going to go and put the type of degree that was earned, okay? The area in which you majored in, okay, the name of the institution, the city and state that it is located in, and then the month and year that you graduated or were awarded that degree. All right, and then if you hold some certifications, okay, you want to put those on as well. Again, naming the name of the certification, the issuing organization, the year that it was completed, to the year that it expires. Okay, if it does not have an expiration date, then you only need to put the year that it was completed. All right, for honors and awards, go ahead and put the name of the honor or award, followed by the organization it was issued from and the year that it was awarded to you. Affiliations and memberships. If you hold any affiliations or memberships with professional organizations or community-based organizations, okay, you can list those here. You want to list the name of the organization and then the years in which you were or are a member. Okay? Volunteer experience. Go ahead and list the name of the organization that you volunteer for. And then again, the dates in which you were a volunteer there. All right, that completes our tutorial on how to create or update a resume. Don't forget, you can reach out to myself or my colleague, Mr. Emmanuel Wilder, and we would love to work with you and assist you with creating the best resume possible. And specifically for professional summary and relevant skills, do not hesitate to give us a call or email, and we'd be happy to help. Until next time, please feel free to access this template to use. You can use it to create a resume, and also check out the other videos that we have. All right, have a good one.